Okay, so we could not go for live session today because of some internet issue, I suppose. So let me record this session and send it to you. This is the third recording of optics which I'm doing, and I will be covering optics in 7 to 8 lectures. That is what I'm planning. So this is the third lecture of optics, and as I told you many times, for optics in your Airport Authority of India exam, you can depend upon my classes. So I'm trying to make the detailed analysis of optics, so that is not difficult, and you can basically prepare from here only. So let's go forward, and let's now go for the regular lecture. Let me choose, I think I'll choose the black with the this particular thing. Okay, so today lecture I'm going to, in the previous two lectures I discussed with you first was the reflection and the laws of reflection. Then I talked about a mirror, I think concave and convex mirror, wahan se question aaya hai. Today I'm going to talk about refraction. That is another important topic. I'm going to discuss with you what do we understand by refraction. I hope you remember in the beginning I gave you classification of optics, the study of light, ray optics, wave optics. And the ray optics, I told you, reflection, refraction, these kind of things are ray optics, and then even dispersion kind of things. And then now I'm talking about second topic of ray optics, that is a refraction. When we talk about the wave optics, then diffraction, interference, polarization, those things we will be discussing in the this wave optics. That is even more important. And I gave you thumb rule ke optics mein jaise se number of lectures will keep on going, increasing. Lecture number 3 is more important than lecture number 2. Lecture number 2 is more important than lecture number 1. Lecture number 4 is more important than lecture number 3, and so on and so forth. Why? Because if I see the paper of Airport Authority of India, then the topics which are covered, they become more important towards the later part of the syllabus. That is how it goes. So diffraction, interference, even more important. But every question matters. So refraction se questions aaya hai, and that is what we are going to discuss it. Okay, what is now refraction? I need to consult my notes also. So let me give you the some kind of theory also here before I go for questions. You know what is the refraction is? Let me give you this diagram here, and you need to understand this diagram carefully. So if I give you a ray of light which is incident on particular surface, this is the incident light, this is the reflected light. What is the reflected light? And then there is something, let me choose the different color. There is something which is called refracted light also. So please see this diagram carefully. Please see this diagram carefully. Now I can say this particular thing is a glass. This particular thing is a glass plate, and this side this is a air. So I will call this as medium 1. I will call it as medium 2. So when the ray of light, we are discussing ray optics, when the ray of light hits a surface and goes back in the same medium, medium 1 is the air, goes back in the same medium, that is called reflection. You understand that? And what was the law of reflection? What did we discuss? Law of reflection. We said there are two laws of reflection. What was first law of reflection? Sir, angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. So I is equal to I. That is the first law. I'm not calling it R because I will be using R for refraction now. Second law of reflection was incident ray, reflected ray, and normal to the surface are in the same plane. You know the meaning of are in the same plane. That was a law of reflection. अभी क्या हुआ? I entered into different medium. From air I entered into glass, and you must be observing that the moment I entered into different medium, this dotted line is showing undeviated incident line. If there is no glass, this is how this incident ray would have gone. But the moment it entered into glass, there is some kind of deviation, and I will be calling this angle now as R. I will be calling this angle as angle of refraction. Angle of refraction. So now I will call this as refracted ray. So this ray is now refracted ray. So now you understood, reflected same medium, refracted in the different medium. And you know, I want you to basically understand the refraction hota kya hai. Basically refraction is nothing but change in path of ray entering different medium. This is the most precise definition of refraction. So what is the refraction, somebody ask you? Refraction is nothing but, sir, entering the different medium basically by the ray, and then when it enters the different medium, the basically this particular path gets basically deviated, or the path is basically changed. So earlier path was dotted, now it changes the path. That is how it goes. Now you know, I want you to make some kind of basically mental map here. You should understand that this glass is a denser medium. You know the meaning of denser? There are and rarer medium. What is the rarer medium? What is the denser medium? You know what is density? I'm not talking here about the mass density. Mass per unit volume is called density. I'm not talking about the mass density of air and mass density of glass. There is something which is called optical density. Now, what is optical density? I can take full lecture on that also, but it is not required in Airport Authority of India. But I tell you one thumb rule. Whatever is the optical density, correlation is similar as mass density. Now tell me, air is more dense or glass is more dense? Sir, glass is more dense. So what is more optically dense medium? Kaun sa hai? Glass is optically dense medium. Done. Water and glass, give me example. Water and glass, which one do you think is optically more denser? Again glass. So a mental map we have to make that glass is denser than air and glass is denser than water. Water is denser than air. That is optical density. That is not mass density, optical density. But forget about this. For us, it is not a matter. So I'm saying medium number 1 is air, medium number 2 is glass. Now ray of light coming from air hits the glass, enters the glass. When it enters the glass, it deviates. That is called refraction. When it hits the glass, some part of it gets reflected following the law which is called law of reflection. I is equal to R, this angle of reflection, I called it I only. That is how these two things are related. Now, you know, when there is a basically refraction, when there is a refraction, certain things change. I will come to that part later on, that what happens to velocity, what happens to wavelength, what happens to frequency of the light, that part I will come later on. But before that, I will discuss with you what is the law of refraction. Law of refraction. ये बहुत important है. Laws of refraction क्या हैं? So this is something which you have to understand. Laws of refraction क्या हैं? Okay, so पहला law क्या है? That is what we need to understand. What is the first law? First law is this: whenever there is a refraction, frequency and phase do not change. So frequency and phase, electromagnetic radiation है वो, तो उसका phase भी होता है. Don't change. It does not change, but velocity and wavelength change. Velocity and wavelength of light change. Very, very important thing, and on the basis of that, there is a numerical asked from here. So whenever light goes from one medium to another medium, uska frequency and phase will not change, but the wavelength and velocity will change. This is something which we can prove if you go to NCERT book, which you should not go now. We don't have time. Then this proof is there, but we don't want that proof. We don't want that proof. This is the first law. Okay. Now what is the second law? What is the second law of this? Second law is incident, normal, refracted lie in the same plane. So what is the second law? Let me write it here. This is the incident ray, refracted ray, and normal, same plane. And that is similar to the law which you got in reflection also. This is a similar law. Hardly there is any difference. This is a similar law. What is the third law? You know, third law is like this. mu2, and this is called Snell's law also. आप में से कईयों ने नाम भी सुना होगा. स्नेल्स लॉ क्या है भाई? ये है स्नेल्स लॉ. mu2 over mu1 is equal to sin I over sin R. वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट लॉ. ये इसका मीनिंग क्या है मैं अभी एक्सप्लेन करता हूं, बट दिस इज द वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट लॉ. सो यू अंडरस्टैंड दिस. mu2 by mu1 is equal to sin I over sin R. That is the meaning of this. Now what is mu1, what is mu2? मैंने यहां पे mu1 लिख दिया, मैंने यहां पे mu2 लिख दिया. भाई mu क्या है? दिस इज द रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडेक्स. रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडेक्स. अब ये दो तरह का होता है. एक एब्सोल्यूट होता है, वन इज एब्सोल्यूट, अनदर इज रिलेटिव. एब्सोल्यूट एंड रिलेटिव. एब्सोल्यूट इज विद रेस्पेक्ट टू या तो एयर या वैक्यूम, एयर या वैक्यूम, and this is with respect to another medium. This is with respect to another medium. So understand, we are discussing a very very important term here. Mu is called refractive index. This is called refractive index. Now there are two ways I define refractive index, either with respect to air or vacuum. You know, like air ka refractive index with respect to this is 1 only. You understand? So mu1 is 1. Mu2, refractive index of this glass with respect to air will be absolute, but glass with respect to water will be relative with respect to some another medium. So there is an absolute refractive index and there is something which is called relative refractive index. That I will discuss on the next page. But now you understand here one thing. I want you to focus on Snell's law. You know, maximum students get confused. Maximum students get confused that sir mu2 by mu1 is sin I over R or mu1 by mu2 is sin I over R. This is a very simple thumb rule. Whichever material is denser will have more refractive index. पहली बात ये understand करो. Whatever material will have density, optical density की बात कर रहे हैं हम लोग. Whatever material will have more optical density will have more value of refractive index. Done. And now see the diagram. I is more or R is more? I is more or R is more? If this is I and there is a deviation towards normal, then R is reduced. Very clearly you can see. If I is more than R, sin I is more than sin R. If I is more than R, sin I is more than sin R. Now go here. Now mu2 is more than mu1, so in the numerator it should be sin I and denominator sin R. Now you should never forget about Snell's law. Sir, Snell's law is nothing but ratio of two this refractive index, and it is also the ratio of sine of angle of incidence and refraction. But which one? Sine of incidence and sine of refraction means which one? Sir, I is more than R and here mu2 is more than mu1. And remember one more thing. Whenever light goes from rarer to denser medium, whenever light goes from rarer to denser medium, as you go from air to water, you fear. As you jump in water, you fear. आपको डर लगता है कि आप पानी में जंप कर रहे हो. When you fear, you go towards normal. You want to hold the normal. So this fellow goes from rarer to denser medium, and this fellow wants to go to normal, wants to hold normal. No, उसको डर लग रहा है. So you need to develop a mental map that as the light goes from rarer medium to denser medium, the light will deviate towards the normal. Light will deviate towards the normal, and reverse is also true. As light goes from denser to rarer, it goes away from the normal. It goes away from the normal. That I will come to later on. I will discuss that in later on. So let me go to next slide. Let me go to next slide now. So what I told you is this. This is, I was telling you, refractive index. I want you to talk more about refractive index. So what is the refractive index? That is what I want to tell you. It depends upon the nature of medium. Nature of medium, I told you, denser medium has more value of refractive index. That is number one. And also it depends upon wavelength of light. Wavelength of light, very very important. So sir, does the refractive index of medium depends upon what light I am throwing on that medium? Answer is yes, it depends upon that also. But you will not get question from here. Don't worry, you will not get question from here. Okay. Now, how do you calculate absolute. How do you calculate absolute refractive index? How do you calculate absolute refractive index of the medium? Sir, this is how we calculate absolute refractive index of the medium. What is this? What is the meaning of this? Sir, that means speed of light. Speed of light in vacuum divided by speed of light in the medium, in that particular medium. This is the definition. Speed of light in vacuum, and when we say vacuum, it is almost same as air, over speed of light in the medium. Okay, good. But just now what we said, you know, there is one relation, C is equal to nu lambda. What is nu? Frequency. I am sure you have heard this formula. What is lambda? Wavelength. This is wavelength, and this is speed of light, right? Speed of light. Now nu does not change. Whenever a light goes from one medium to another, what does not change? Mu does not change. This is a very, very important concept. Frequency of light does not change. If frequency does not change, I can say this is nothing but mu is wavelength over wavelength in medium. This is wavelength in vacuum, okay, over wavelength in medium. So nu into lambda. So understand that. What is C? Nu into lambda. What is C? Speed of light in vacuum. V, speed of light in medium. Nu into lambda. Nu does not change, lambda only changes. So whatever is the relation of velocities is also relation of wavelengths. So velocity ratio is to be compared with wavelength ratio. Remember this also. I will discuss this thing again with you. So whatever you put, velocity ratio can be put in terms of wavelength ratio. So what I was discussing, sir, absolute refractive index. How did you calculate it? Sir, velocity of light, if you give me velocity of light in the medium, I can tell you what is the absolute refractive index. Okay. Any idea what is the velocity of light in vacuum? 3 into 10 raised to power 8 meter per second is the velocity of light in the vacuum. Now if I tell you velocity of light in some medium is 1.5 meter, 1.5 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. What is the refractive index of that medium? Absolute refractive index. Listen the question carefully. If I tell you velocity of the light in some medium is 1.5 into 10 raised to power 8. So what is the refractive index? Refractive index is, absolute refractive index is nothing but 3 into 10 raised to 8 over 1.5 into 10 raised to power 8. That means 2 into 2 is the absolute refractive index. Good. That is very nice. Now, let me at the same time have the T also, right? Now relative refractive index. Second कौन सा होता है? Relative refractive index. Relative refractive index. This is the tongue twisting word. Refractive index. अभी मैं इसको ऐसे लिखूंगा. I will write it like this. म्यू के सिर के ऊपर 2 और म्यू के पैर के ऊपर 1. 2/1. 2/1. A. Now, what is this? Okay, sir, this is mu 2A is nothing but absolute refractive index. Refractive index of medium 2. Medium 2. When I say absolute, I am comparing it with air. Agree or not? So mu 2 with respect to air is the absolute refractive index of medium 2. Similarly, can you tell me what is mu 1 with respect to air? Yes, sir. Absolute refractive index of medium 1 with respect to air. That is this. Done? Okay. Beautiful. So I can also write it as mu 2 over mu 1. I can write like this also. I mean, in the books you will find different things. Relative के लिए वो हमेशा 2 नर्म टर्म्स यूज करता है, 2 1 1 2 2 3, लेकिन एब्सोल्यूट के लिए एक ही टर्म यूज करता है, राइट? Okay, sir, but you said just now that refractive index of 2 with respect to air is nothing but velocity of light in air or vacuum over velocity of light in the medium. Let us say V2 is the velocity of light in the medium 2. Go back, see this side. What is refractive index defined as? C over V. Velocity of light in vacuum is everywhere same. Velocity of light in the medium. So I am calculating mu for medium 2. So I am to take V for medium 2. See this side. And can you tell me what is mu 1 with respect to air? Yes, sir. C over V1. Perfect. So now can you tell me what is mu 2 over mu 1? Yes, sir. That is nothing but mu 2 with respect to air over mu 1 with respect to air. What is that further? Sir, C by V2 over C by V1. And what is that further? Sir, V1 by V2. Okay. But just now I told you very, very important thing, didn't I? I told you very, very important thing. What is that? This is what I told you. I told you wherever you write relative velocity, wherever you write the velocity ratio, write the wavelength ratio, because whatever is the velocity ratio is the wavelength ratio also, because velocity is proportional to wavelength. Why? Because frequency does not change with medium. So can I say refractive index of medium 2 with respect to medium 1 is equal to velocity of light in medium 1 over velocity of light in medium 2 is equal to wavelength of velocity in medium 1 over wavelength of velocity in medium 2. And exam mein many questions have come from this part. So there are many questions in the exam which have been asked from this particular part. Now, let me give you some values here. Let me give you some values here. Refractive index of, I want to give you first glass. Refractive index of glass is 3 by 2. Refractive index for water is 4 by 3. Okay. So how much is this? Sir, 1.5. And how much is this? 1.33. Which one is optically denser? Yes, sir. Water is optically denser than glass, right or not? So this value, I don't think you should remember, but yes, you should see this value, how it is going. You should understand that. Now let me give you one case here. One case here. Now I am sitting in water. I am sitting in water. This one is water. And this side is air. Now there is a body kept in water. This is a body which is kept in water. Should I draw normal? Yes, sir, I should draw a normal. What is this called? Sir, this is called interface. This is called interface of two medium, air and water. ठीक है, बहुत सही बात है. अब जो लाइट यहां से इस ऑब्जेक्ट से चली, ये ऑब्जेक्ट कितनी डेप्थ पे रखा हुआ है? तुमने सरफेस से कितनी डेप्थ पे रखा है? मैंने इसको x बोल दिया, ये रियल डेप्थ है. तो x क्या हो गया इसका? x हो गया इसका रियल डेप्थ, जहां पे मैंने इसका रखा है. एक्चुअल डेप्थ x है. अभी क्या हुआ? द लाइट विच स्टार्टेड फ्रॉम ऑब्जेक्ट गोज लाइक दिस, अनडेविएटेड. नॉर्मल डेविएशन नहीं होता. There is no deviation at 90 degree. That also you keep in mind. There is no deviation. Light goes straight like this. Okay, good. Now let me give you another ray of light. Another ray of light. And I draw another normal here, because I am to find now what will happen. Now can you tell me which side it will go? Refraction. There's another ray goes from here, hits this particular interface here. Now it is going from water to air. That means denser to rarer. So it will deviate away. It will deviate away. This one is I. This one is R. R will be more than I. Now why? R will be more than I. Why? Because now you are going from water to air. You are not afraid. So why you will stick the normal? You will go away from the normal. Now you are standing here. Let me see whether my diagram is good or not. This is you are watching. This is your eye. This is your eye. You are watching here. You are standing here. Now you see, and you know what? This is, it is appearing to be coming from here. You know, this ray appears to be coming from here because I will feel, your brain will sense it as a ray of light. तो तुम्हारे ब्रेन को क्या लगेगा कि लाइट यहां से आई. तो एक रे ये है, दूसरी रे ये है. भाई कहां पे टकरा गई दोनों? ये कहां पे दोनों टकरा गई? सो y इज द अपरेंट डेप्थ. दैट इज द अपरेंट डेप्थ. दैट इज द अपरेंट डेप्थ. सो एक रियल डेप्थ है, दूसरा अपरेंट डेप्थ है. आई डू नॉट नो वट यू विल अंडरस्टैंड नाउ. If this angle is I, this angle is also I. And if this angle is R, this angle is also R. Any student of geometry will tell me this, right? Now I will tell you what you have to remember. You have to remember this law. X over Y, real depth over apparent depth, is mu of water over mu of air. Remember this. This is very, I can prove it also. You want me to prove it for half an hour or for let's say 5 minutes? No, you don't want me to prove it. आप मेरे को बोलोगे कि सर whatever comes in the exam, just tell us that. Don't waste our time and don't waste your time also. So just tell us what is coming in the exam. So by real depth, apparent depth is mu of water, mu of air. What is mu of air? 1. What is mu of water? अभी तो किया 1.33. And then what is x over y? So real depth is 1 meter. Tell what is the apparent depth and tell me one thing. What is x minus y? Can you tell me that? What is x minus y? What should I tell x minus y? X minus y is the base appears, या object appears to be lifted. Lift in object. वो अलग अलग नाम तुम्हें देगा. तो ऑब्जेक्ट कितना ऊपर तुम्हें दिखेगा, कितना ऊपर तुम्हें दिखेगा, लिफ्ट हो गया. व्हाट इज द लिफ्ट appears in the object, right? Okay, so I think I have given you this now part. Now on the basis of that, you will say, sir, lecture is going very boring. If you don't do any question, I'm going to run away. So here it is. No question for you. Don't run away. Lecture is going to be interesting. Let me give you now this question. Question is this: refractive index. Be patient and write this question now. Refractive index of glass and water. Refractive index of glass and water with respect to, when I say with respect to air, it means absolute. I'm talking about with respect to air are 3 by 2 and 4 by 3. You know the values. You know, glass is denser than water, and you know these values. Find refractive index of glass with respect to water. Find refractive index of glass with respect to water. When I say with respect to water, I am talking about the relative refractive index. I am saying relative refractive index. You will say, sir, that's a very funny question, small question. Why you are asking this question? I'm sorry, the same question will be asked in Airport Authority of India also. So that is the reason I'm asking. Sir, why you are not giving JEE Advanced question? Are you writing JEE Advanced? No, I'm not writing. So why should I give you JEE Advanced question? This is the question, Airport Authority of India. What a simple सा question है यार. बता दो glass with respect to water क्या होगा? Sir, glass with respect to air बता दो और water with respect to air बता दो. तो ये तो आ गया भाई आपका 3 by 2. 3 by 2 आ गया और ये कितना आ गया? 4 by 3 आ गया. तो कितना हो गया? 9 by 8 आ गया. 9 by 8 आ गया. 1 से ज्यादा है, 1 से ज्यादा है. Obviously glass is denser than water. So I think this is the answer, right? This is the answer for us. Okay, let me give you next question. Let me give you next question. This is the next question for you. A small ink dot, a small ink dot on paper. There is a paper is viewed. There is a paper on which there is a small ink dot through glass slab. Through glass slab of thickness 10 centimeter. Of thickness 10 centimeter. And refractive index 1.5. and refractive index of 1.5. By what distance? By what distance would dot? By what distance would dot appear to be raised? Appear to be raised. Okay, so that is a question. You see, same question. There's a glass slab, there's a dot. Now it appears to be raised. So he is asking you to calculate what? X minus y. He is asking you to calculate x minus y. Okay, very good. X over y. X over y is equal to mu of glass over mu of air. Sir, it should be mu of air over mu of glass or mu of glass over mu of air. I got confused. Can you help me? I got confused. Mu glass over mu air करूं या mu air by mu glass करूं? Okay, good. I got confused. अच्छा ये बताओ x बड़ा है कि y बड़ा है? Sir, x तो बड़ा है. X is the actual depth और y is the apparent depth. So x is more than. So which one? Mu g is more or mu air is more? Mu g is more. Okay, कितना होता है ग्लास का? 1.5 दे तो रखा है उसने. 1.5. Okay, and has you given something else also? Yes. Slab is of thickness 10 centimeter. So he has already given you x 10 centimeter. So if x is 10 centimeter, it gives you y also. What is y? Sir, 10 over 1.5. 10 over 1.5. What is the answer? Okay, 6.67 centimeter. 6.67 centimeter is y. But has he asked you y? No. He asked you x minus y. So x minus y is equal to 3.33 centimeter if I am not wrong. Yes. So dot appears to be raised by 3.33 centimeter. That is the meaning of this. That is the meaning of it. Okay. So, you know, as the lectures will keep on increasing, this is the third lecture, the interest, the topic will keep on becoming more and more interesting and more valuable. So let me give you this question now. This is the question. A ray of light, okay, passes from ray of light passes from air to glass, and what is the refractive index of this? 1.5 is the refractive index at an angle of 30 degree. Calculate angle of refraction. Calculate the angle of refraction. Calculate the angle of refraction. What is speed of light in glass? And what is the speed of light in glass? What is speed of light in glass? I think this is the question. What is the answer for that? Can you give me answer for that now? Ray of light passes from air to glass at an angle 30 degree. Now, sin I over sin R. Should I make you the diagram? Yes. Sir, please give me diagram. I really don't know how to make the diagram. So this is the diagram. Okay, done. So ray of light is moving from where to where? Air to glass. So this is air and this is glass. So tell me, this is I, this is R. Sine of I over sine of R, you know, at an angle 30 degree. Now, he gives you a ray of light passes from air to glass at an angle 30 degree. Now, he is given you I as 30 degree. So, this is sine 30 over sine R is equal to 1.5. That is equal to mu glass over mu air. You know, that is the Snell's law. Mu glass over mu air. I got confused. Mu air over mu glass or mu glass over mu air. You know that. R is less than I. So we get from here what will be angle of refraction. You know what will be angle of refraction that we can get from here. So R value, sin R you can calculate. Sin 30 degrees is nothing but 1 by 2. And sin R comes out to be 19.47. That is the angle you are going to get. Refraction angle. What is mu? Mu is C over V. Velocity of light in vacuum over velocity of light in the medium. Okay, which is 3 into 10 to the 8 over V. And what is the refractive index? So refractive index given is 1.5. So can't you calculate V from here? Yes, I can calculate. So what is the value of V? So V is coming out to be 2 into 10 to the power 8. 2 into 10 raised to power 8 meter per second. That is the velocity of light in the glass. So I told you how to calculate velocity of light in the glass. Velocity of light in vacuum is known, and refractive index, if you know of glass, you can calculate that also. Let me give you one more question. Write this question also. This is the question. Refractive index. Now refractive index of glass and water is given to us. So what is glass and water? We know that 3.2 and 4.3 respectively. So this is the two values given. If speed of light in glass is 2 into 10 to the 8 meter per second, find speed of light, find the speed in water. What is the answer for that? What do you think should be the answer for that? Very, very simple. I don't think why you are thinking of calculating it. Refractive index is inversely proportional to velocity and also inversely proportional to wavelength. So if he gives you two medium and the refractive index is also given, understand that refractive index is inversely proportional to velocity or wavelength. So sir, what is the refractive index of glass over water? Okay, that is the velocity in water over velocity in glass. That is what the inversely proportional meaning is. But we know what is a glass. What is that? 3 by 2. And what is water? 4 by 3. Do we know what is the velocity in glass? Yes, we know that. 2 into 10 to the 8. So can we calculate what is velocity in water? Yes, we can do that also. So what is the answer coming of velocity in water? 2.25 into 10 raised to power 8 meter per second. That is the velocity of light which we are getting. I am sure you people now have calculated what is the meaning of this. It's not difficult to calculate. Done. Okay, let me add one more thing here now. Next page mein, let me add one more thing here. Suppose now I give you compound plate. Now what is this compound plate? Compound plate means plate over plate. That means plate on plate. क्या होता है compound interest? Sir, compound interest means interest on interest, right? वैसे ही compound plate means plate on plate. Okay, sir, why you are giving us plate on plate? Our life is terrible otherwise also. So one plate was making our life terrible. You have given another plate. Let me tell you, your life will not be terrible. This is very, very simple. This is very, very simple, you know. Okay. Okay. Can you see this now? Let me say this is air. This is air medium 1, plate 2, and this is third plate, and this is again air, this side. 2 plates and then air. What is the trouble in this? Okay, sir, this is angle of incidence I. And what about this or this? sir, this is R1, and if this is R1, what is this angle and what is this angle? So this is R2. I hope you understood which is R1, which is R2, which is I. R1 is the refraction angle in the second plate, and R2 is the refraction angle in. So let me make you let it be air. I'm sorry, I'm making some change that will be helpful to you. Let's make it 2. Let's make it air only. Change this because 1 and 1, 2 and 2. That's the reason I'm changing it now. Okay, done. भाई बता दो मेरे को इसका रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडेक्स कितना है? सर इसका रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडेक्स है μ1 और इसका μ2, इसका μ1 और इसका μ2. ओके, तो मेरे को बताओ μ1 बड़ा है या म्यू एयर बड़ा है? सर μ1 तो बड़ा ही है, मैं अज्यूम कर रहा हूं ऑप्टिकल डेंसर है. सो द रे ऑफ लाइट एंटर्स फ्रॉम एयर टू मीडियम 1. So can you tell me what is μ1? Yes sir, sin I over sin R1. Yes, I know that. Now I am going from medium 1 to medium 2. तो बताओ medium 1 to medium 2 means medium 2 over medium 1. That means relative index of 2 with respect to 1. Okay, what is that? Sir, sin of R1 over sin of R2. I am sure you people got it. I'm sure you people got it. Is any difficulty in understanding this? No. Can you tell me now this again? And you know, symmetry says it will go out. Symmetry says it will go out. And the same angle will go out, same angle. So can you tell me now what is μ2? No, this is mu air over μ2. μ2, mu air over μ2. Yes sir, this is sin of R2 over sin of I. बताओ mu A is more or mu2 is more? mu2 is more. Sin of I is more or sin of R2 is more? Sin of I is more. That is how it is done. This is called basically compound plate. Okay, now use these formulas and tell me, if I ask you simple question, can you tell me now μ2 with respect to mu air or something like this? So I want mu basically 2 with respect to mu air. So if I want to find out μ2 with respect to air, how shall I do that? μ2 with respect to air. Okay, I need to do one thing. μ2 with respect to mu air, can I multiply these two? Let's see. Can I multiply these two? So if I do that, μ1 gets cancelled out. And what do we get on the right side? Now see, this is nothing but, this is μ1 with respect to air, or I can say this is nothing but, this sin of R1 gets cancelled out. This is sin of I over sin of R2. But you know, this particular thing is obtained from here also. From here also. This is obtained from here also. Sin μ2 by mu A is sin R2 by sin I1. So this is nothing, I mean, there is nothing additional we are learning, but yes, sometime compound plate से question बन सकता है. So you keep on moving from one plate to another. That is a compound plate. If you ask me, sir, what was so funny you told us in this? I'll say nothing. I did not tell you anything in this. So this is how it was. Okay. Now I want to tell you basically some applications of refraction, and before that I will tell you a term called total internal reflection. That is very, very important thing. So I want to tell you what is total internal reflection. Reflection है ये, refraction नहीं है. Very important application of refraction. Have you seen diamond sparkling? Diamond जो sparkle करता है वो इसकी वजह से करता है. Optical fiber वो भी यही है. So there are multiple. मिराज जो तुम्हें दिखता है सनी डे में तुम्हें रोड पे पानी नजर आता है, वो भी यही है. So एप्लीकेशन से क्वेश्चन पूछ सकता है. टोटल इंटरनल रिफ्लेक्शन क्या चीज है? What is भाई टोटल इंटरनल रिफ्लेक्शन? Let me try to explain you. Should I try to explain you? Yes. Yes sir, try to explain us. Now let me explain you this. भाई मैं एक मीडियम में बैठा हूं जो डेंसर मीडियम है, ये याद रख लेना. मैं डेंसर मीडियम में बैठा हूं, लेट्स से वाटर में बैठा हूं मैं अंदर, आई एम फिश एंड आई एम सिटिंग इनसाइड द वाटर, सो आई एम इन द डेंसर मीडियम, राइट? ओके, नाउ लेट मी एंजॉय एंड गिव यू अनदर कलर डायग्राम। ये मैंने नॉर्मल गिरा दिया। अब मैंने यहां से एक रे फेंकी एंड यू नो व्हाट वाज एक्सपेक्टेड, it was expected to deviate away from normal. Understood? So there is hardly any difference. Everybody can understand this. So you will say, sir, you have not told anything new. This is what we were knowing. And I'm not going to tell you anything new now also. Okay. So this is I1. This is R1. Okay. This is I2. This is R2. What do we observe here? Sir, as I'm increasing I, R is also increasing. Good. As I'm increasing I, R is also increasing. Now what I do, I play more with you. I play more with you. I increase I further. And you know what has happened is this. I increased I, this is I3. And this R3 became 90 degree. R3 became 90 degree. Is this not possible? The way trend was, is this not possible that as I increase I, R will increase? Is it not possible? So that is also possible that for particular I, and this I has a name. Yahan se critical angle of incidence. यहां से एग्जाम में क्वेश्चन आया है, यहां से एयरपोर्ट अथॉरिटी में क्वेश्चन आया है और आएगा भी. सो देयर कैन बी वन एंगल ऑफ इंसिडेंस एट विच द रिफ्रैक्शन एंगल बिकम्स 90 डिग्री. The refraction angle becomes 90 degree. That angle of incidence is called critical angle of incidence. Now, sir, what is the advantage? Why are you even showing this to us? Okay, you are making very good diagrams and all, but why are you even showing us that? But this is the reason I am showing you this. This is the reason I am showing you this. What can be the next diagram? अभी नेक्स्ट डायग्राम क्या हो सकता है? 90 बढ़ के कितना हो जाएगा? सर 90 इंक्रीज होके अभी क्या हो जाएगा? लेट अस से वो तो सर 100 हो गया. ये देखो 100 हो गया. ठीक है, डन. ये वाटर था, ये एयर थी, ये इंसिडेंस था, इंसिडेंट रे थी. भाई बता दो मेरे को रिफ्रैक्टेड रे कहां है? सर ये है ना रिफ्रैक्टेड रे. दिस इज नॉट अ रिफ्रैक्टेड रे. व्हाई? बिकॉज रिफ्रैक्शन is going from one medium to another medium. This is not a refracted ray. Then what is this? This is total internal reflection. This is now reflected ray. Reflection, and that is called internal reflection. This is different from the reflection which we were talking about earlier, because that reflection was following law of reflection. Incidence is equal to angle of reflection. This is not that reflection. This is a total internal reflection, and it only happens when the ray goes from denser medium to rarer medium. It is called total internal reflection. And what kind of question can be asked from this now? What kind of question can be asked from this now? Okay, let's go to Snell's law. What Snell's tell us? Now let me ask you what Snell tell you this. If you use the Snell's law, sine of I3 over sine of, not sine of I3 over sine of 90 degree. Can you tell me what is that? Sine of I3, angle of incidence, which is now, this is sine of C, critical angle. Sine 90 is 1. I3 ko, what did we say? I3 is nothing but C. Sine I over sine R is equal to ratio of the refractive index of these two. लेकिन किसका refractive index पहले आएगा? Oh sir, I got confused. Refractive index of water and air में से किसका आएगा? अरे तुम्हें पता तो है sin C is less than 1. तो ऊपर किसका refractive index आएगा? Air का. और नीचे किसका आएगा? Water का. तो sin, this is the refractive index of air over refractive index of water. Or I can say air का तो refractive index 1 होता है, 1 by mu. That means sine of critical angle is equal to 1 by mu. Mu is the refractive index of the medium. Mu is the refractive index of the medium. Now medium instead of water can be glass also. It can be glass also. In case of diamond, what is mu of glass? And you will see the ray in the air only. So this is very, very important formula. Sine of I is equal to, sine of C is equal to mu. This formula helps you to calculate the critical angle of incidence. The angle at which total internal reflection could be seen. Now, why diamond is sparkling? Why diamond sparkle? Understand that. You know, for diamond to sparkle, you see it, okay, for getting more total internal reflection. My question is this: for getting total internal reflection, more total internal reflection, mu of this should be more or less? That is my question. Or C for that particular material, C depends upon mu. So critical angle depends upon the material of the medium. Now that critical angle should be more or less. Sir, if I want to get more total internal reflection, then you know what? This particular angle should be very small from wherever I see. Suppose I1 is a C, then I2 पे भी total internal reflection होगा, I3 पे भी total internal reflection होगा. That means if critical angle is small, then what happens is, for small critical angle, I will get more total internal reflection. If I get more total internal reflection, then that particular thing will keep on sparkling, because internally ही तुम्हारी reflection होती रहेगी, and that reflection will give me that sparkling view. That is a concept. That is a reason. And if this particular C is less, then mu is more. That is the reason I think diamond के case में, because the refractive index of the diamond is more, that is optically denser medium, and hence that sparkle. So that concept, I think you should understand it. This is how you need to make the concept. Okay. So should I give you some now values of this? Maybe that will help you. I'm giving you medium. This exam it is not going to come. I'm giving you refractive index of the medium and critical angle. So if I give you water के case में, should I use different color just for fun? So water, then I'm giving you glass, then I'm giving you diamond. Now in case of water, 1.33 is the refractive index, 1.5, 2.42. Angle is 48.75 degree, 41.14 degree, 24.4 degree. So this is the detail. This is the detail of now. What I was telling you this: sine of critical angle is 1 by mu. Now for sparkling, if I say I want more sparkling, then what should happen? Total internal reflection should be there. And if I want more total internal of reflection, then C should be small. C should be small. And in case of diamond, C is 24.4. And if C is small, obviously this is going to be more. And that is the reason diamond sparkle. I think now you can make some idea of this. Some idea of this you can make. Can you tell me what are the applications of total internal reflection? Okay. सर ये जो आपका रोड के ऊपर मिरेज नजर आता है तुम्हें, ये जो तुम्हें नजर आता है कि रोड पे पानी गिरा हुआ है समर्स में, दिस इज एग्जांपल ऑफ दैट. व्हाट? डायमंड. स्पार्कलिंग जो डायमंड की होती है वो भी यही है. व्हाट? ऑप्टिकल फाइबर. ऑप्टिकल फाइबर. यहां पे जो हमारे भाई बंधु इलेक्ट्रॉनिक के इंजीनियर हैं they will tell yes optical fiber तो कुछ ऐसा ही होता है, that is what we know, right? This is how it goes. And you know total internal, ये prism होता है एक, you must be knowing this is a prism, 45 degree 45 degree, understand? So this is how it goes. जो भी रे आपकी यहां पे हिट करेगी, अगर प्रिज्म 45 डिग्री पे है तो यू अंडरस्टैंड ग्लास के लिए एंगल इज 41 डिग्री ओनली. सो जो प्रिज्म 45 डिग्री वाला होता है, ऐसा ट्रिग्नोमेट्री विल टेल यू इफ बोथ द साइड्स आर इक्वल, तो उसके अंदर तुम्हारा टोटल इंटरनल रिफ्लेक्शन देखा जा सकता है. दिस इज प्रिज्म, सो ट्राई टू मेक लिंक ऑफ दैट प्रिज्म हियर. Okay, I think this is the meaning of it. Can you tell me some applications of refraction? Applications of refraction? Application of refraction. Reflection की तो हमने देखी है सर, हमने प्लेन मिरर में भी देखी है, हमने स्फेरिकल मिरर में भी देखी है, मैंने आपको बताई थी. अब मैं आपको रिफ्रैक्शन की बताता हूं. सन इज विजिबल बिफोर एक्चुअल सनराइज एंड विजिबल even after sunset. That is one application. Visibility of sun. Visibility of sun before actual sunrise. Actual sunrise and after sunset. And after sunset. एक तो ये उसका एक एप्लीकेशन है, वो बेंड होता है, बेंड हो जाता है the moment ray of light is coming and entering the earth atmosphere. Can you tell me the density of air on the earth surface is constant or changes? Changes है तो ऊपर की तरफ डेंसिटी कम होती है. So as the ray of light of sun is coming toward the surface of earth, it is entering into denser medium. Listen again. As the ray of light is coming from sun to earth surface, it reaches us, it goes from rarer to denser medium, and as it goes from rarer to denser medium, it tends to deviate. और हम लोग जब देखते हैं लाइट को तो हमें लगता है वो स्ट्रेट आ रही है, और स्ट्रेट सन वहां से आ रही है, लेकिन सन वहां पे होता है. So that is the reason जब बिफोर व्हेन यू सी द सनराइज इन द मॉर्निंग, एक्चुअल में सनराइज हुआ नहीं है, अभी 2 मिनट के बाद होगा, लेकिन तुम्हें पहले ही दिख गया, डेविएशन. एंड सनसेट हो चुका है, तुम्हें सब अभी भी सन नजर आ रहा है, सनसेट हो चुका है, सन जा चुका है, लेकिन अभी भी लाइट रिफ्लेक्ट डेविएट हो रही है बिकॉज ऑफ डेंसिटी डिफरेंस मीडियम. दिस इज द एग्जांपल ऑफ दैट. एंड टोटल इंटरनल रिफ्लेक्शन तो हमने किया ही है. आई होप दीज कंसेप्ट्स आर क्लियर टू अस. Okay sir, everything is going okay for us except that now the lecture has become very boring. It has become very boring. So go for this question now. This is the question. Calculate minimum angle of incidence. Angle of incidence. Calculate minimum angle of incidence so that a ray traveling, so that a ray traveling from glass, जिसका mu is 3/2 to water, glass to water, जिसका mu is 4/3, does not emerge out in water, does not emerge out in water. Okay, so what is the answer for that? I really do not know what is the answer for that, but I'm sure you people know how to solve it. So here it is going, here it goes. This is angle of critical, this is 90 degree, this is the mu, so mu of is equal to 1/sin c. That is what we know. Okay, angle of incidence, so that a ray traveling from glass to water. Now sorry, this is water, this is glass. Total internal reflection can only occur if you go from dense to rarer medium. That means glass is denser, anybody will tell you glass is denser, and water is rarer. So now this is glass to water. This is 1 by sin C, right? This is how it is. But what is glass to water? Sir, glass is having now 3 by 2 and water is having now 4 by 3. Okay, now this is how much? 9 by 8? 9 by 8 is 1 by sin C. What is sin C? This is C is 62.7 degree. That was the answer to this question. I'm sure you people know the answer to this question. Now I give you some question. If I give you some question, okay. Let me give you this question now. So how many questions we can now take? There is no such limit, but let me take this question. On this, I will take 2 questions. This is question, this is question. Let me take 2 questions. Calculate, and you are going to solve it. Calculate speed of light. Calculate speed of light in a medium. In a medium whose critical angle is 30 degree. And what is the answer for that? Sir, this is so simple question. Why you are asking? I'm sorry. Airport authority में यही question आने वाला है. So I can't help it. This is what I asked. But have I given you the answer? No, this is not the answer. You've only given me mu. But what is the relation between mu and speed of light? Sir, mu and speed of light में ये relation है. बता सकते हैं v कितना होगा? 1.5 into 10⁸ meter per second. That is the question. Good. Now I am giving you a question which was asked in air traffic control exam. Question paper is already there in the market. So should I go for some ATC question also? Yes, sir. That will be wonderful. Refractive index of glass. Question is refractive index of glass is 1.62. Is 1.62. The sign of critical angle. The sign of critical angle. Sign of critical angle for total internal reflection, total internal reflection at glass air interface, at glass air interface is. So what is that answer? Can you help me finding the answer for this? Sir, mu is equal to 1 by sin C. That is what you told me. 1.62. So can you find out what is C? C is, I don't know, sir. 38 degree. Actually, he asked you to calculate sin C. So what is sin C? Sin C is equal to 0.618. 0.61, approximately 0.62, which was one of the answers. So he had already given you the answer, 0.62. Okay, sir, we have become so boring now. Please finish it up. Last slide. Now the last slide. Since you have already told me that you are getting bored, so I'm giving you last slide now, right? Okay, and this is the question for you. But can I give you 2 questions to make you even more boring at the end? So monochromatic light monochromatic light of frequency, monochromatic light of frequency 5 into 10 raised to power 14 hertz, traveling in vacuum, traveling in vacuum, traveling in vacuum, enters a medium, enters a medium of index, of refractive index. What was the refractive index? 1.5. Its wavelength in medium is, find its wavelength in medium. What will be its wavelength in the medium? That is question number 1, which I want you to answer. Now I told you V2 by V1 is equal to lambda 2 by lambda 1. V is equal to nu into lambda. Frequency does not change, only wavelength changes, frequency remains same. So ratio of velocity is ratio of wavelength. Okay, V2 by V1 is equal to lambda 2 by lambda 1. But you know the trouble is, this is also mu1 by mu2, because refractive index is inversely proportional to wavelength or velocity. This is what I told you is the most important formula. Refractive index, monochromatic light traveling in vacuum. So one medium is vacuum and second medium has 1.5. Now we want to find out frequency is given. Frequency is given. Medium में हमें निकालना है. So let's assume mu2 as medium, mu1 is equal to 1, mu2 is 1.5, right? And velocity in medium 1, 3 into 10 raised to power 8. So can you tell me V2? Velocity of light in medium of refractive index 1.5. So that is nothing but that you can find out V2 is equal to 3 into 10 raised to power 8 over 1.5. See this, V2 is equal to this. V2 is 3 into 10 to 8 over 1.5. But you know, we don't want to find out V2. V2 is equal to frequency into lambda. V is equal to nu lambda. And what we want to find out? I want to find out lambda. So V2 by nu kitna? 5 into 10 to 14. So 3 into 10 raised to power 8 over 5 into 10 raised to power 14 into 1.5. What is answer, sir? Answer is equal to 4000 angstrom. Answer is 4000 angstrom. That is answer. So that is the answer for this. Okay, last question for the day. Do I have a question for the day or not? Okay, sir, I do not have question for the day. I am not left with any question. Don't worry, I have a question. So determine, let me write it with white only. Determine critical angle. You know what is critical angle? Determine critical angle for glass air interface. For glass air interface. And you know, ray will be entering from glass to air. When light which is incident in air, when light incident in air on surface deviates by 15 degree. It deviates by 15 degree. And angle of incidence angle of incidence is 40 degree. Angle of incidence is 40 degree. How to solve it? Now this is a trouble for you. What is the question given? So what is the question given is this. This is the interface. This is the interface. There is a light coming. This is the normal. And this goes this side. This goes this side. 40 degree. 15 degree deviation. 15 degree deviation. So can you know what is R? 25 degree. Mu air. Can you tell me what is mu? Sine 40 over sine 25. Snell's law. Mu of this glass is sine I over sine R. R is 25 degree. But mu is also equal to 1 by sine C. 1 over sine of critical angle. What we want to find out? Sir, we want to find out sine of C. What is sine of C then? Sine 25 over sine 40. तो निकालो C कितना है? C आएगा 41.1 डिग्री. ग्लास का क्रिटिकल एंगल कितना होता है? 41.1 डिग्री. That is the critical angle of glass. Done? Okay, dear friends, so I have come to an end of this class, ray optics class number 3. I told you as the lectures will keep on increasing, they will keep on becoming more important, they will keep on becoming more interesting. Maybe the last lecture में से आपके optics की बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ, पूरे physics की बात कर रहा हूँ. जो last lecture होगा just before airport authority of exam, उसमें 10 question जो मैं करवाऊंगा वो 10 question exam में ही आ जाए. We will get that expertise with pass of time, you know. So keep revising. Keep revising. आसान पेपर है, difficult पेपर नहीं है. Revise it. We will crack this exam. So I'll come with the now optics का lecture number 4, 5, 6, 7. Optics हो जाएगा, फिर दूसरे टॉपिक उठाते हैं, important topic. Fine. Thank you.